Most artists think if my art is good enough, it will sell itself. Nope. And we're going to take a look at Eminem because he proves exactly the formula to help you succeed as an artist. The most successful rapper alive didn't win just because he raps fast. He won because he told you everything. You know about his mom, his daughter, poverty, anger, shame. Every single song he writes is some sort of confession. And when you finish listening, you don't just like his music, you feel like you know him. And that's why he sells millions. Because people don't buy talent, they buy connection. Now, I want you to think about yourself and most other artists online today. What do you post? Finished paintings, white backgrounds, available. DM me. That's not a story. That's a catalog. But what if instead you showed why you painted it? The messiest sketches, the bad day, the doubt, the moment you almost quit, the moment it finally clicked. Suddenly it's not just a painting, it's a chapter of your life. And I think it goes deeper than that. Every great creator does this. Taylor Swift writes diary entries. Billie Eilish records in her bedroom. But you might be wondering, what about real artists? Painters, photographers. You've heard of Frida Kahlo. She painted her literal pain in her body. All of the things she went through, miscarriages, body dysmorphia, surgery, brokenness. And she turned those into real paintings. Eminem turned his trauma into poetry. He didn't hide who he was. He injected himself into his artwork. So you are not separate from your art. You are the art. And the story is the product. So next time you post, don't just show the painting. Show the person. Because people don't connect with perfect. They connect with humans like you. And the more personal you get, the more powerful your work becomes. It's a truth that can be seen over and over again. So I want to take this concept now and make it a little bit more practical. What can you do as an artist today to increase your views, increase your connection with an audience that you actually grow? If you take the lessons from Eminem, Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, Frida Kahlo, Picasso, even Salvador Dali, what each of these people had in common is that they shared something very deeply personal. In some cases, it's true elements of their story, their background. Now, you might not have grown up in Detroit. You might not have grown up in a Detroit slum with a abusive mother. And you know what? If you didn't, power to you. But you do have pain. You do have struggle. You do have challenges that you overcome. You have reasons to be proud. You have a life philosophy. You have so much to offer. And the question I'll have for you is, are you putting that into your art? Are you putting it into your shares, your posts, your emails, your website, everywhere that you show up publicly? Are you putting it into your artist booth? Could you not tell more of a story with words, with paintings or photography or whatever kind of art you create? Could you not inject yourself into your practice as an artist? When you are taking a photo of your work, don't just take a photo of the work. Take a photo of the artist. There's a reason that some of the biggest trends in art social media have included people turning around with the painting they created, or shots of the artist, then the art. Because people buy connection. They want to feel connected to you. Some other practical ways that you can think of this. Have you painted elements of your story? Now, I know that some of you probably just paint because you want to escape and not necessarily relive the moments of yourself, and that's fine. Maybe that's part of it too. Maybe sharing that art is an escape. That could be something of your story. You see, there's always a way to find the personal element of you because you cannot truly separate the artist from the artwork. And the most successful artists, the most successful musicians, actors, they show us something of their true selves. And that's what I want to challenge you to do. Show more of your true self in your artwork, in your practice, in how you show up to others. Don't be shy and hide behind the camera. Own the fact that you're a person and you deserve to take up space. You deserve to have your story heard. Now I know many, many, many are introverted in nature, and they may not want to show every part of their self. That's okay. You get to curate this. Your social media profile or your website or your art booth is your curation. It's part of your creation. And I'd love to help you reframe how you think of those things. Don't think of them as posting publicly. Think of them as your own private scrapbook, your journal, your life story, a documentation of your journey. Whatever helps you rethink those elements so it's not about what other people think of you. It's about what you want to show, about how you curate your story and show the world who you really are. That is what it's all about when it comes to sharing your story as an artist. Let's finish with one last thought. Think of every painting as a beginning, middle, and an end. Too often we're just showing the middle. Hey, here's the finished piece. But the real story is, what's the concept that made you want to paint that painting in the first place? Was it just staring at a blank canvas? Was it a walk through the woods that you took a great picture of? What was the concept? Why did you begin? And then what's the process that you underwent to create all of this? That helps us know how you actually got to the finished painting or photograph or whatever. And then you show the finished work. But that's just the middle of the story. What's next? Who does it connect with? What's the philosophical element or the feeling that it gives you? Who does it ultimately go to? Where is it shown? Where can you find it? Perhaps it's a collector who bought your painting. Perhaps it's hanging in a cafe gallery waiting for the perfect person. Perhaps it's an unfinished story because you don't know what's next. You can share this over a series of posts, one long newsletter, or whatever, a video. You can put this all together in a way that's like telling a story about your art. And I guarantee you, people will have a much easier time connecting with not only art, but also with the person who created it in the background.